動くなと言ったはずだが、相変わらず人の話を聞かん女だ。まあよい。
Standing on the rooftop water tower, the crimson woman considered me, her gaze replete with scorn. I assumed she was talking about Sister Lisa.
小娘、行動を許可する。ここ何やらメス犬が意見愚信をしたいようだが、奴のざれ言など聞く耳持たん。貴様が相手をしておけよ。
And Kate is basically wearing brown pants right now. After being practically flattened by the attacks, I awkwardly got up and glared at me as if she had something to say. Her body was flesh and bone again, likely due to the powerful strike. She leapt towards the rooftop while kicking up the street lights and walls. I couldn't see her anymore, but I didn't care and couldn't mind her even if I tried. Not interested. At the moment, Eleanor von Wittenberg, a battalion commander of the Obsidian Round Table, the commanding presence of the Crimson Knightess rejected even the possibility of little fox, a fact I realized to a sickening degree just by standing in front of her. But you know what? Actually, in this situation, we can go with something about chivalry and such. So basically, you could say, hey, you think it's okay? It's chivalrous to attack me after I had a fight with someone at the moment? I'm wounded and you attack me? That's not chivalry at all, you know? Maybe she would break because, you know, she was the knightess, kinda. Yeah. Her soul, its scope and density all transcended the realm of the ordinary, while Reinhardt was the dreadful because I couldn't even gauge his limit. The power of the one before me was perceivable, making my fear of her more precise and genuine. At every minimum, her soul encompassed a single army of several tens of thousands. I knew it wasn't the kind of thing to be easily measured, but the number had to be at least 10 times greater than that of Sakurai's. I bet it's even greater. With that in mind, I couldn't help but ponder the difference in power between us.
来んのか。そうしていても活路はないと分かっているはずだろう。これは貴様の距離ではあるまい。
You don't know that? Actually, you surely don't know something because he can actually... Wait, how far away actually you are?
Huh.
Never mind.
それとも
Her long hair of sanguine, blazing crimson suede and rustled, making chills run down my spine.
私の技を見抜いているのか。
Right when I followed my instincts and jumped away, a pillar of fire burst out right where I stood.
いい勘だ。まずは9台。しかし、逃げるだけか。
She followed up with a barrage of continuous explosions, filling the area with flames and dust. The once familiar surroundings of the hospital were now reminiscent of minefields. All grounds that had been thoroughly leveraged by carpet bombing? She was right, this was beyond my preferred combat range. If I wasn't at melee range, then my right arm could reach the enemy. I had no means of attacking. That's when you have to realize the third stage. Kinda. However, my instincts told me not to get close to her. She wasn't a sniper, but a gunner. Therefore, carelessly reducing the distance between us would only make it easier for her to hit me. Not to mention my position was already disadvantageous. Or someone might appear now. Eleanor was on the rooftop, at least 20 meters above me. It wasn't the distance I could jump, and even if I could, I'd only become the perfect target. Running to the hospital was out of the question. I couldn't even begin to guess how many would die if we chose to battle inside. Basically, I was checkmate. She was a ranged attacker with the higher ground. There was nothing I could do against her. A headlong charge towards her would only work if her destruction power was low, and it was the exact opposite of that. A single hit would instantly incapacitate me. As much as I want to call her unfair, that'd be a stupid thing to say. Eleanor was a war maker, and these were her tactics. Sister Lisa was completely right. I was downright naive to think it would be a one-on-one battle. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. What should I do? What can I do? Well then.
そのざまでハイドリヒ卿に具線を回せる気なら死ぬがいい。鍛え直せとは言われたが、殺すなとも言われておらん。
Well, cool story.
さあ、どうする?
Well, so am I for appearance of certain someone or certain someones. I shuddered as I set more pillars of fire. However, unlike the previous ones which came from the ground, these four were created and released in the empty space surrounding me. My only means of dodging was to jump skywards, but doing so left me hanging in the air at the mercy of gravity, completely defenseless, unfortunately. And that's kind of problematic. So, certain somebody, can you appear, please? I'm waiting. Really? In this dire situation. No, seriously, it's kind of problematic to appear. Because I'm really waiting for this badass moment that Mari was saying about. Kinda suggesting a little bit before. I think I didn't read that. Alright. She didn't miss the announced more of her crimson flames towards me. The blinding, scorching heat shot me down like a plane. Okay. I could neither move nor muster a single word. The intense attack felt less like facing a wall of flame and more like crashing into a giant crack. The explosive torment sent me flying and even left me unable to feel pain. Thank you.
では、これならどうかな。
What are you? Zorro turned 90 degrees? No, it is really. Z turned 90 degrees. I think it was also the freaking... Wait, wasn't this the Power Rangers sign? Like that? Well, something like that. Maybe the center was a little bit under center and under a certain degree turned a little bit. But something like that was there, I think. Anyway, I looked up and caught Eleanor within my vision. Flames gathered before her, drawing a symbol in the air. The heat condensed within was incomparable to anything she had thrown at me thus far. Fuck, no, there was no way I could take that hit. It would be all over, like nothing. Even if all I could do was crawl, I had to move out of the way. That attack would evaporate my very soul.
避けてみろ。私の方から逃れられた者は一人もおらんが、試してみるがいい。あるいはこれをしのげるか。軍水連。行くぞ。
I forced my hands onto the ground and raised my face with an arid scream. With me on a perfect lock-on, the domestic blaze was about to be fired. I had to stand up and get away. My location just couldn't be worse. But even if I dodged the attack, the hellfire would land on the ground and create a giant explosion. It would surely wipe the hospital off the face of the earth, and then Kasumi would... Oh fuck, I didn't even want to think of it. A standing up wasn't an option. Dodging alone wasn't good enough either. There was only one course of action I could take. I forced my feet downwards and directed a lot of power into them. It almost felt like the ground could collapse. You didn't have to say that. With each of my limbs on the ground, I pushed them all with a great force to fly to a tremendous jump. My determination and fighting rush made the intracerebral hormones flow at full capacity, driving my tattered body back into working shape. And with this...
見事英雄的だな。だが愚かだ。
The devilish cannon's angle became horizontal, meaning the fire wouldn't leave the level hospital. Now, I had to...
真っ向勝負か。面白い。
Now that I think about it, she actually looks better with that scar than without it. Now, yeah, She really does. I hang the air under lock on for an undodgeable attack. I could try and ring it, or maybe. With a roaring flash, the menacing outer fired a wave that approached me as it gave my vision a crimson tint. The heat and power that could even make steel turn gaseous menaced me like a gargantuan dreadnought. Blocking felt futile, and I was pretty sure no one on the planet could actually take a shot from that thing head on and live to tell the tale. So I had to split it. To give all that I was and bet everything I had into parting the campfire in two, I concentrated my whole nervous system into my right hand and hoped for a miracle. Unreasonable? Reckless? Like a dividend! It's try or die now! I could do it. I had to do it. I had to believe and bear no doubt. The determination almost ascended to creed as I turned it into pure power. The guillotine soaring through the air, my battle cry piercing the skies, my soul on the verge of an explosive burst. I could no longer think of what would come next. I believe in Mari, more than in one. I want to fulfill her hopes and dreams. I'd return to my day-to-day life and bring her with me into the sunlight. It wasn't beyond my reach, nor was it lost. I had to survive. I couldn't die. I wouldn't die. I'd win this. My consciousness was blown away by the scorching explosion born at the moment the hellfire kissed my blade. A loud reverberation rang out as a blossom flame bloomed through the night, and of course we had to move to a different location now, goddammit. The scattered campfire vanished before reaching ground, while the one responsible for the space attack spectacular dropped on the rooftop with an array of smoke behind him. Eleanor, oh, we are actually not in a different place, that's good. Eleanor narrowed her eyes with a grin on her face. Her campfire was neutralized, but she didn't show a hint of anger about it. In fact, she commended him from her very core.
No
shonen or something like that text? Anyway, with only 4 swastikas open, her power was limited to only about half of her full potential, and the attack she had just released wasn't even on the yet C-rank level. All she did was test him. However, Rebecca was not one to indulge in trivial games upon the field of battle. She preemptively set a limit on the firepower she'd use, but beyond that, she wasn't holding back at all. By surviving such an attack, the boy was clearly the victor, and the woman had no intention of doing anything to sully the winner's glory. This meant the completion of one of the missions given to her, but...
しかし困ったな。もう一つの任務は依然果たしていない。貴様がそのざまでは結果を盗んだようで心苦しいではないか。
The opening would have this swastika, the mass slaughter and sacrifice of the lives within the hospital. The boy tried desperately to prevent that from happening, but his consciousness couldn't bear the overwhelming pressure and he went out cold, ultimately making the situation less than interesting.
男の意地には応えてやる主義なのだがね。貴様にとってこの地を失うのは敗北だろう。先の一戦は貴様の勝利。ならば2戦目も尋常に行きたいな。私にとって勝利は盗み取るものではない。立ちたまえよ少年。勇者ならば無理を通せ。ハイドル秘境は私ほど甘くないぞ。常識を超えてみろ。無から振り絞れるものがその人間の進化だ。
The strength allowing people to stand when their legs could no longer support them, and miracles permitting them to topple overwhelming odds. Every hero in humanity's history had their names praised exactly because they achieved the unachievable. One could call it a privilege of those loved by the god. To such people, the word impossible was a trigger to an explosion that propelled them towards even greater heights. In Eleanor's eyes, there were only 2 types of people: those who sprouted wings when pressured and those who didn't. And of course, wings didn't simply refer to the ones that grew on the back. It could be anything that made one soar to the heavens, such as
局面を打開する天使の降臨。それもありだ。女神に愛されるのも英雄の条件。
Mari materialized before Ren's collapsed body as Lisa entered through the rooftop's entrance. Eleanor gave off a wry chuckle. She looked at one, then the other, and opened her mouth to speak. To Mari with respect, to Lisa with derision.
また会いましたな、姫御前。ハイドリヒ卿の近衛を務めるエレオノーレ・フォン・ビッテンブルグと申します。そして貴様とは60年ぶりだな、ブレン。相も変わらず男には節操がないようで結構だよ。ああ、それから小娘。貴様にもいくつか言いたいことがあったのを忘れていた。さて、どうしようかな。
Kay stood at the side in complete silence, but not even she could escape Eleanor's attention. The crimson woman was grinning, yet her true intent remained veiled. Ren stayed unconscious as four women stood within his proximity. Unexpectedly, the first one to bring a spark to the exchange was Mari.
近づかないで。これ以上彼にひどいことさせない。だから下がって。それ以上近づいたら絶対許さないんだから。
I'm kinda curious. The warning was inept and even disappointing, for it conveyed her earnestness. It wasn't menacing at the least, making her the image of a puppy barking at a dinosaur. But you know, she's dangerous, I'm sure.
それはつまり、我々全員を相手にするという意味ですかね。
I have a feeling it would be more like, you know, all of them would be decapitated at the same time. Mari shook her head. Then, after looking at Kay and Lisa, she shifted her glare back to Eleanor and spoke with utmost certainty.
あなただけ。あなた以外は怖くない。
Oh boy.
なるほど。
Mari's words meant two things. One lay in the clear truth that Eleanor was by far the most dangerous of them all, while the other was that
他の人たちにその気はない。
Kay and Lisa had no will to hurt Ren. Eleanor cracked a smile. Yeah, she also is capable of running, of reading emotions, kinda.
しかり、あなたの言う通りだ。これで私の勘が気のせいではないと証明されたわけだが。
Eleanor cut her words short and looked at the other two with her previous grin still intact. Kay instantly understood that she had to give up a proper response, let something terrible happen, and quickly spoke up.
この場の指揮権はあなたにあります、ザミエル卿。私はそれに従うのみで、自分の意を持ちません。
Of course you won't, because you're a scary cat. Kay's words carried not a shred of falsity. Her and Lisa's presence. I think actually, now that I look at it, I mean, now that I listen to myself, did I actually start to not like her again? Anyway. Okay, one more time. Kay's words carried not a shred of falsity. Her and Lisa's presence there might have originated in the orders of the divine visible, but Eleanor was acting upon Reinhardt's will. Even a fool could see who was higher up on the food chain.
今はあなたの命なくして動けません。先ほど言われた通り、私は。
よい、わかった。誰の仕込みかは知らんが、教育が行き届いているようで結構だよ。ただの兵卒だがな、そういう思考の凍結は。それでブレンナー、貴様はどういうつもりなのだ。
The amused question made Lisa heave a faint sigh. Then, with a theatrical shrug of her shoulders and no hint of fear in her voice, she replied,
ここは私のものだからよ。何をあなたは後から来て好きに仕切っているのかしら。愛も変わらず偉そうな人ね。
Kay was astonished by the unbelievable response. Mary continued to shield Ren as Lisa calmly talked down her superior who took it with a
ここ
grin.
にいる人間の生殺与奪は私にある。引っ込んでいなさいよ、エレオノーレ。あなたの出る幕じゃないわ。
See, Kay, that's what she's cool. You are not. Those words seemed to have tickled Eleanor's funny bone. Okay,
こ
no,
れは
no,
ま
no.
た随分と余裕がないな、ブレンナー。一体どうした。貴 貴様から喧嘩を売ってきたのはもしや初めてではないのかな。どうしてそれほどこの地を取ることに執心する？
Why not?
残りの数が合わないからよ。あなたに余計なことをされたら一人あぶれてしまうでしょ。
Including the fifth, the remaining swastikas amounted to 4, which marks the count of the members who have the release, Kay, Lisa, Kain, and Trifa. If anyone were to take the hospital, one of them wouldn't get theirs.
黄金を連成するスワスチカ。その一つ一つに捧げられた魂の数だけ私たちは恩恵を得られる。だから横取りしないでよ。あなたはもうそんなものいらないでしょ。
Makes sense, doesn't it? Eleanor? Huh? Kay became lost on what she meant by that, so Lisa gave her a short and straightforward explanation that left no room for misinterpretation.
彼女は不死なのよ。
Eleanor von Wittenberg had already been blessed with the grace of the
あ
gold.
とはマキナとシュライバー。彼らも同じ。ベルリンの生贄で60年前にそうなっている。だから必要ないでしょ。今さらこの場所にある魂くらい。
確かにいるかと言われればいらんよ。だがハイドリヒ教に言われたのでね。大悟は私の手で開けと。つまりあの方はここを使い潰すおつもりなわけだ。翻してそれはすなわち一人切り捨てよという意味でもある。
As if gouging out Lisa's insides, Eleanor looked at her with eyes as cold as ice before forming another grin.
よせよせ、つまらん。長い付き合いだ。貴様の考えることくらい分かっている。どういう理屈かは不明だが、何やら死なせたくない者がいるらしい。私に喧嘩を売って怒らせて、自分が死ぬことで大悟を開くつもりなのか。任務を果たせば私がそれ以上の行為はせんと。まあ。
With a single ever present on her face, Eleanor made a step towards Mari, who still defended Ren.
待ちなさい。
待たん。今さらだが、私は貴様が嫌いなのだよ。メス犬の口車に乗ってやるなどお断りだな。死にたければ自害でもしろ。できるか偽善者。いやできまい。貴様はいつも状況に回されるだけの風見鳥だ。
She was still talking. Seriously, people, you should not make so long of a break between talking. I know I do that as well, but I cannot skip it. I can skip your talking for, and that's problematic because I do that a few times. I mean, quite often, kinda. Maybe not very often, but it happens. I think it happened like 3 or 4 times already, and it's not even 90 minutes of recording yet.
ゲスめ、嘆かわしいよその中途半端。貴様のような女はな、一般に都合がいいというのだよ。私と、そしてキルヒアイゼン、同じユーゲントに席を置いた身でありながら、貴様だけはクズ。母だと。笑わせるな毒婦が。そこの小娘、能なしな貴様に分かりやすい命令をくれてやる。そのアホが動いたら殺せ。選べよブレンナー。何かを成したければ行動に移してみろ。私相手ならともかく、それが相手なら勝てるかもしれんぞ。どう揺れるか不明な天秤に命を乗せる度胸はあるかね。さあ、賭けを始めようか。
Okay, certain someone could appear. I mean, it would make things more interesting.
貴様が聖女よろしく身を散らすか、それとも再び己の都合でガキを殺すか。土台私の知らぬところでキルヒアイゼンを死なせた貴様ら、皆殺しにしても飽きたらん。早々に己ら二人どちらかで大悟を開いてしまうぬと、私がまとめて殺すやもしれんぞ。
Eleanor ignored Lisa and Kay's gasps and went to stand before Mary. With her height being greater than that of the average man, she affectionately looked down the blonde girl glaring at her.
ということでしてな。そちらの彼には、あちらのアホどもを煽るためにも踊ってもらわねばなりません。起こしてもらえますまいか。
いや、絶対ダメ。
Eleanor's words seemed friendly, but they didn't make Mary's refusal any less determined. Almost like the girl was oblivious to the kind of horror such an action would invite upon her.
なるほど。そうやって彼を守ると、実に結構。しかしあなたには、似た立場として一つ聞きたいことがあるのですがね。
Her hand reached towards Mary.
戦うとは何か。あなたは理解しているのか。
And touched the girl's shoulder. A crimson line appeared on Eleanor's neck and released a spout of blood covering Mary's face, hair, and clothing. She couldn't speak, even breathing felt at all. That was what it meant to touch her. As long as Ren was unconscious, her body was nothing but an instrument of death. That was as normal as it was standard, however.
血の何たるかを知っているのか。
Eleanor forced great power into her grip. Aside from failing to understand, Mary couldn't believe what was happening. How could a person live after being
聞い
decapitated?
ていませんでしたかな。私は不死身だ。
The crimson line closed up before the girl's eyes as the blood stopped its flow. The woman had her head cut off, yet came out of it unscathed.
とは申せ。あなたに殺意があればどうなったかわからない。やはり、殺人の何たるか、まるで理解がないようだ。
殺意。
そう。殺すという意志、覚悟。あなたにはそれがない。
だって。
Everyone she ever touched met us with then. She never questioned it or thought any more of it. Ren mentioned similar things to her, but Mary couldn't quite comprehend what the determination meant.
私はただ5人目になりたいだけなの。だからレンにいなくなってほしくないし、ここにはかすみもいるし。
They were important to her. Why? What made them so dear?
レンが一緒ならみんなに触れるし、触ってくれるもの。
故に私を触ると矛盾に気づきませんかな。
She started wanting physical contact, acting to understand the pleasure it provided. She realized there was something to earn from it, and acknowledged the truth that she actually received it. That made her finally understand what it meant to rob others of someone they held dear. The fear of having it taken away, the heartache of seeing it slip through the fingers. She had never before experienced emotions so strong.
嫌だ、離して。
Mary struggled to set herself free of the woman's grip, but she was afraid to touch her hand. The uniform she bore from Kasumi had been soiled with blood, and it was her fault, all her fault. She felt guilt beyond words. It was what Ren told her about, the fear he tried to explain to her. The makings of battle and the meaning behind murder. Her heart seemed to flip and go wild, while her teeth were chattering so much she could no longer speak. Sheer disgust nearly froze her limbs from the ends upwards and down to the bones. He asked if Mary was aware of this sensation, if she was willing to stand by him regardless. Remembering the question, Mary saw Ren as a stupid and terrible bully. The girl didn't want to know this.
なら
However,
ば再びただの道具に戻りますかな。クラフトが彼に与えた見た目麗しいだけのギロチン、あるいはその方が強いかもしれない。
she wanted to avoid it at any cost. Mary liked herself the way she was.
私、嫌だ。このままがいい。
With a trembling voice, Mary proclaimed she didn't want to close the hole in her chest and return to her former self. After all, she had done something terrible. Ren would clench his teeth and struggle against fear, pain, and the urge to escape, while stayed blissfully unaware of it like a complete
よ
fool.
ろしい。では始めますか。
Eleanor poured more power into her grip and tossed the girl away with great force. She hit the ground a few times before crashing the wall and turning dizzy. Pain, dread, no, it was familiar to her.
幸せな人だ。生い立ちはどうであれ、自分の血の味すら知らんとはね。あらゆる意味でおぼこなわけか。クラフトの趣味も変質的だな。
Heh? No matter how you look at, I think his taste is actually good.
まあいい。とにかくお望みなら少し教えてあげましょう。触れ合うとは傷つけ合うことを意味する。
That's bullshit.
痛みを学習するのも悪い経験ではない。女はすべからくそれに強くあるべきだ。
A kick to the stomach sent her flank again. The pain and strain almost made her puke. Had Ren been enduring something this terrible? Mary spoke while on the verge of tears, her words coming from the bottom of her heart. He was amazing for being able to stay kind to her after enduring such suffering. After all, Mary was a burden, nothing more. She was the very reason why Ren had to go through this nightmare in the first place. Why didn't he ever blame her? Because he thought she wouldn't understand? Or perhaps because it would be uncool. With the basic amount of knowledge Mary had, those were the only two guesses she could make. She assumed she was completely off the mark. Ren was an amazing person. There was no way someone like her could ever guess his answer, no matter how hard she thought about it. She intended to listen better next time. She wanted to fully understand the meaning behind his words and sentiments. It was the first time she was punched and had blood gushing out her face. It was painful, brutal and scary, however she felt a bit happy as it brought her closer to him. The conviction driving person to pull through things as terrible as fighting and murder. Mary believed that to be the definition of determination. Which is why she fearlessly, or rather while swallowing her fears, tried to touch the woman before her. She understood that she was immortal, after all, her real body was elsewhere. Eleanor wasn't unkillable, she merely revived after each death. The girl pondered what had to be done, and though she couldn't word it well, there was something she vaguely understood. She slowly extended her hand to reach out when... Something firmly held her from behind. She was so close, but the grip instantly made her miss her chance at finishing what she started. However, something was strange. Mary was so happy she could cry. Ren was angry, but even that seemed to increase her bliss. She must have lost her mind. My girl? What?
それは失礼。襲名の一環だったものでね。どうやら効果はあったようだ。
Mary was a bit vexed by the way they ignored her. After all, her actions came as the result of plenty of station, reflection, and consideration. And the way Ren stole the spotlight paid him a big stupid meaning in her eyes. Even so, for one reason or another, her face was heating up into a rosy blush. She had no idea having someone call her name could feel so pleasant. Ren's words of worry made her heart shake and voice shiver. She believed she was just about fine enough, so... The surprise in his voice felt very endearing to her. She wanted to surprise him even more and give him all the joy and happiness she could. Nani? As Ren became flustered, Mary turned to glare at Eleanor. Ren's touch, both gentle and firm, made her all the more assured that she didn't want him to be scorched and turned into ash. She couldn't allow that, no matter the cost. Mari made the angriest face she could muster and glared straight at the Crimson Woman.
私の男、怒ってんじゃないわよ。誰にも渡さないんだから。
That's so good! In response, the Crimson Knightess hanged her head and moved her shoulders in a chuckle, both satisfied and pleased.
いいぞ。全く面白い。実に小気味いい短歌だよ。あまりもったいぶっていると、この骨格ごと消し飛ばしてしまうぞ。
そんなこと。
Mari and Ren's feelings synchronized to the point where she could easily tell his next phrase. So it was kinda like, now you are going to say! Yeah. In but a moment, so fast they surprised themselves, the couple shifted their battle stance. If she could become a blade able to defeat the immortal woman, Mari earnestly believed that Ren would be the best person to win her. She wanted to win, no matter what. Failure was out of the question. As afraid as she still was, Mari felt glad to be able to share the dread with the boy. She acknowledged that he taught her a lot more than Cagliostro, and was convinced Ren was her one and only. Oh, god damn it, that bitch had to interrupt something. Completely disinterested, Lisa threw a sidelong glance at Kay. What? Yeah, because, you know, she's like a watchdog. You know, basically. Yeah. Watchdog? Is that the meaning? Or lapdog? Not sure. Well, whatever. But I guess you know what I mean, you know. Someone higher and she's like wagging her tail immediately when talked to. Anyway, exactly as she was told, the girl stood next to Lisa and observed her actions, ready to cut her down the moment she made the wrong move. The woman looked down, the blade edging on her neck. It sounded tired sigh. Because she's afraid. And basically, because of that, and yeah, basically she's afraid of her because she supposedly, well, possibly, well, she sure is more powerful and such, but she's not the one that would go against, or try even go against someone more powerful here. Yeah, there needed to be some trigger for that, and that we had in chapter, not in chapter, in root of hers, okay? Anyway.
私に言わせればあなたの方が下世な。先ほどザミエル卿が言われたことは本当ですか？死ぬ気だったと。何を考えているのです？
別に死ぬ気はないわよ。彼女は大げさなだけ。
Kay couldn't tell if Lisa spoke the truth. Men would assume she was lying, at least partially.
では、私を殺しますか？あなたはどうしてもこの大悟が欲しいのでしょう。今は好機といえば好機だ。
Who says it must be you? Ren and Eleanor resumed their fight, for it was unlikely to last. The Crimson Woman kept backing away, but the receive green Astrid continued to chase her. It seemed like a stalemate where the both of them only fought for distance, but it was clear that a slight shift in the balance would end it instantly. Or perhaps... And you think that will help her? The entire area of the hospital was shadowed by the rebellious magic circle. If she set it aflame and made it explode, the power stored inside would instantly evaporate everything within. Naturally, neither Kay nor Lisa were exceptions to that. Because she's stupid.
皆殺しにしても飽き足らないって。
それなんですが。
Okay, address Lisa with
彼
question.
女はベアトリスと恋だったのですか？
ええ、直属の上官よ。仲が良かったのかどうかは知らないけど、あの子は彼女に懐いていたわね。だからその抜け番のあなたははっきり言って認められていない。本当に殺されるわよ。早く逃げなさい。というか、あなたが逃げてくれないと私も逃げられないのだけど。
それでは大悟をザミエル教に取られるでしょう。
Tusuke couldn't trust her. There was no telling what Lisa would do if she drew her sword. The girl was fully aware they had to escape, but she couldn't ignore the danger of leaving herself open to the woman next to her plate. After all, Lisa wanted the food so bad she actually talked back to
あな
Eleanor.
たは今エレオノーレに誘導されて縛られているのよ。目を覚ましなさい。私がいくらなんでもあなたを相手にカインを使うはずないでしょ。そんなに信用できない？
できるはずがない。
What? Jay spat out a powerful reply that made Lisa produce a pitying smile. I mean, I would understand that answer to that piece of shit with a woman's name Valeria Trifa. But come on. I mean... Okay, yeah, I think maybe she's right in this moment.
仕方ない。じゃあ、とっておきの札を切るしかないか。
The flames of the devilish cannon gathered, rose and increased, bringing the release closer by the second. Lisa saw it as her ultimate opportunity.
実は今、ここにはクリストフも来ているのよ。カインは彼のところに置いてきてるわ。
Yeah, Kain is here too. With her focus dropped, Kay's sword trembled ever so slightly when...
間に合わなかったな小僧。さて、これには耐えられるかな。
On the moment of release, Eleanor's extreme concentration drove her mind into a state of trance. Therefore,
今だ。
the trio would never ignore such a blunt moment of downtime, no matter how short it was. He would pass by the giant cupboard and made haste for the hospital room with the person he sought. However, for one reason or another, and contrary to his expectations, Kain didn't come after him.
何？
The giant leapt from where he was and sprang out towards the rooftop, completely ignoring the priest he supposedly observed.
だから言ったでしょ。誰が誰を助けるのが一番いいかって。
The rooftop's floor broke open and allowed the giant soldier to make his abrupt entrance, surprising Ren and Eleanor alike. Liza, however, knew full well what was going on, and exactly because of that she was now able to complete her one true objective.
ごめんなさいね、藤井君。本当に勝手なお願いなんだけど。
You mean what I think you
こうな
mean?
ったら、できればレアも一緒に助けてあげて。
As I was still surprised by the monster suddenly unraveled, he swung his stupidly large lump of fire towards me. The fact I could succeed block it felt nothing short of miraculous. Honestly, the angle of the attack seemed so perfect I almost thought the giant wanted me to succeed. Don't tell me he was standing above the room. The sheer power of his swing felt like downright cheating. It knocked me down and sent my body straight downwards, making me crash through a whole bunch of floors one after the other until... I accidentally landed in Kasumi's room. Accidentally. Pain, perplexion, confusion and irritation dominated my confused mind when I realized my situation was a divine stroke of luck. Even now, I could sense the overwhelming power building up at my feet. My whole body told me that I was basically standing on the equivalent of a pre-eruption caldera. Time was definitely of the essence. I couldn't hesitate and I had no choice in the matter. The only thing I could do was to take Kasumi as fast away as I could and as fast as I was able. Therefore... What? What do you mean? I like her, after all. Eleanor was seething with rage. No break had ever escaped her, so having someone take her game right before her eyes dealt a critical blow to her pride.
消し止め。望み通り貴様を大悟に変えてやる。クズには過ぎた名誉だ。 喜ぶがいい。貴様もまた獣に飲まれ、その一部となる栄を味わえ。
そんなバビロン。
Kay's voice was already too distant. Upon striking at Ren, Kine grabbed the girl and fled the place.
さようなら、レオ。
Still on the rooftop, Lisa looked at them with a gentle smile on her
こ
face.
の後あなたがどうするかは自分で考えて決めなさい。いいね、自分で考えるのよ。頭は飾りじゃないんでしょ。
Lisa couldn't hold back, a self-reading grin after saying something so self-important. In the end, she chose to abandon it all, her past, the sins, and the atonement. Just how many hundreds, no, thousands of children had she killed? She wanted to resurrect and hold each of them in her embrace. 60 years passed with the desire in her heart. Lisa gave up one of her own children as a sacrifice, using the pain it brought on her as a way to punish herself as she chased after a
ごめ
miracle.
んなさい。許してとは言わない。でも最初の大前提を覆されるのだけはどうしても嫌だったの。
Having walked the path of disgrace and sin, Lisa wanted to save but one life. She vowed to save someone from dying, as opposed to bringing them back to life, and she would protect the radiance of that promise with every fiber of her being, no matter what anyone told her. She would never waver on that point. As meager as it might have seemed, and even if it was just a self-consoling sentiment, it was important to her.
もう一度さようなら、私の子供たち。
She wondered if Rhea would be able to wake up by herself every morning and have proper meals without her around. The girl was quite a failure as a woman, bad at cooking, laundry, and even cleaning. The other one wasn't much better on those fronts either. Perhaps it was in their bloods. Lisa considered they might have inherited some strange qualities from her. Unlike her, however, those girls seemed to have had an eye for man, and she wanted them to treasure that. And so...
終わりだしね。その薄汚い思想者とも蒸発して失せるがいい。アウフィーダーゼンカメラ。この腐れ縁がまだ続くならバルハラで会おう。
And thus the grand artillery fired, covering the hospital and its surroundings in flames. Blazing in a biting crimson red that became Lisa's hellish funeral. 9 decades of sin came to an end that night as Lisa returned to nothingness. I ran with all I had while holding Cosmin in my arms. The raging wall of fire behind me approached so fast I thought it could catch up to me at any moment. My legs were on the verge of giving out. Determination and sheer guts weren't nearly enough. To escape it, the only thing I could do was attain a higher degree right there and there. And that meant... that thing Sakura displayed and told me about. The meditation of any rule, the genesis of a world where the soul's most earnest craving is fulfilled. What was my craving? What kind of rule would allow me to escape my situation? Fuck! The time! I didn't have the time for... The next moment the world around me seemed to undergo a sudden shift. The sound vanished, the air froze, and the encroaching flames stagnated. It was as if everything around me had slowed down. What the... Mari? Wait, what did she just say? Right, everything I'd kept thinking, everything I'd yearned for. To slow my perception of time and dash faster than anyone else. So... You don't really need to scream, you could just basically walk now. With a loud shout I spurred into my last sprint. I had no idea how, why, and by what means I was able to do it, but I couldn't even spare a moment to think about it. However, there was no doubt in my mind that I had been momentarily freed from the yoke of time. I easily escaped the devilish blaze and quickly fled the hospital area. That was Beria. My role was a stagnant dash with constant acceleration limited only by my own willpower. Reaching safety caused me to lose my focus and trip. I was running at such speed that my momentum made me knock down trees and slide for several tens of meters. To break Casimir, I held her high and kept her head safe as I slid on my back, feeling excruciating pain right until I stopped. Since we somehow escaped the effective range of the ground, furious fear, burning a bright crimson. I failed to react to the irregularity that followed. Oh boy. I glanced up at the skies above the thoroughly leveled hospital and saw Rubedo standing proudly atop the flaming sphere she herself created. Hey, bye-bye. The sphere began to gradually expand. It was an impossible sight. A snow explosion that reached its peak could ever grow any larger.
敵を飲み込むまで追い続ける。さあ逃げるか、それとも立ち向かうか。英雄たる代価として貴様に試練を与えてやる。見事乗り越えてみせる小僧。私をハイドリヒョウを失望させるな。
I'm afraid we have to slice her in half. With an explosion roar, the blazing sphere was about to grow ever larger, but then...
聞け、ザミエル。ここが塩だ。
A voice and pressing into steel appeared behind her.
お前の任務とやらは果たしただろう。これ以上は死闘の部類だ。それがわからんわけでもあるまい。もし聞き分けず、引かぬというなら。
A pitch black color, heavy deep and somber, a quiet voice befitting a person burning through severe agony in black, dead fish-like eyes that didn't seem to reflect a single ray of light. This man emanated not a shred of life or vigor, yet he had a thick aura of destructive dread about him. He chose not to continue his sentence, for he had always been a man of few words. The critical silence between them only lasted for a moment. Right until Eleanor sounded a snicker.
了解だ。心得ているよ、英雄殿。貴様の獲物を奪う気はない。まあ、少し熱くなったのは認めるがね。性分だ。許せ。
He was under one of the Gold's Imperial Guard and fellow battalion commander of the General Table, a monster no less than equal to Eleanor. He went by the names Nigredo and Machina. With the opening of the fifth, two of the Anchariar were now present. What about the third then?
シュライバーは何をしている？貴様、殺してはおるまい。
増年金とのところだろう。ハイドリヒは第六までを開くつもりでいる。
それはそれは。
As the two warriors stood in the midst of her, the Hellfire battle showed that the derisive grin, while Nigredo wore a firm lack of expression on his face. Both of them were looking at a certain someone.
見ろよ、マキナ。ネズミがいるぞ。私の浪技に耐える者など奴しかおるまい。さて、どうしてくれようか。
お前の不手際だろう、ザミエル。死刑も構わんが、俺に頼るな。
そう言うなよ。私は生産杯に手を出すことができんのだ。故に許せん。神聖な誓いを破らせたゲスめが。貴様がご就寝の小僧はあれで、なかなか良いぞ。決戦に便宜を図ってやる。手を貸せ。
She spoke in a haughty manner and got no verbal response from the Iron Knight. But then, reluctantly,
そんなことより、お前は自分の首を心配しておけ。
he spoke and disappeared alongside the ever-grinning Rubedo.
やれやれ、見られてしまいましたね。
The person walking out of the final shocked and left me without
藤井
words.
さんも見たでしょう。彼はマキナ卿、ゲッツ・フォン・ベルリヒンゲン。私にとっては まあ天敵のような方ですね。
ほんと。
Why was he here, and how the hell did he survive those fires completely unscathed?
場所を変えましょう。ああ、ご心配なく。別に危害を加えるつもりはありませんよ。状況が変わりました。今更ですが、一つ同盟を結びたい。あなたの知りたいこと、何でも答えようじゃないですか。つきましては、まずレオンハルトの後を追いませんか。彼女もやり方次第で引き込める。
What the hell was he talking about? The confusion rendered me unable to understand anything
リ
but...
ザが死にました。仇を討ちたいとは思いませんか、藤井さん。
I couldn't just place that question with the rest of his bullshit. Two down. 11, 13. 5 up to 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's yeah. Okay, 2 nodes are around. 11 out of 13 appeared. Swastika fight. Alright, and chapter finished. So that's cool.